Here's how I'm building an indie film brand. Most filmmakers, they make their movie and they hope it gets into a festival. And then after it gets into a festival or doesn't get into a festival, they hope that it gets distribution. And then they hope that it makes money, and then they hope that they get a career from that. And I'm gonna be doing this pretty much in reverse. I'm working on a slate right now, one that I'm producing called Silver. We have a big director attached already. We have Andrea Londo and Nat Wolff attached as the leads. We're already partially financed, so that one's moving along. Bigger budget, so it takes more time. And then I'm working on another one called Wildcard, tennis drama, and that film's shooting in November. That one I'm going to be directing, and that one is, way smaller budget. It's pretty much as small budget as you can make this film for. That's what we're trying to do, unless I get more funding for it. But I also don't want to make my first directorial debut a big budget, so making it as small as possible to kind of show what I can do there. So two very different things, but what's in common is that I'm building a slate. I'm building basically a brand, and they both fit into that. And while I'm building that, I'm also starting to build everything else that usually filmmakers, I'd say, only start with once they have a completed film. And I see this over and over, and filmmakers, they make this, and there's some movies that I've seen that are really great indie films that I wish more people would see, and they don't really know what they're doing on the marketing or distribution side, which is normal because it's not something they've ever focused on. And I've noticed that when I've been selling films, that some of these films are amazing, and once they're sold properly, they do pretty well, actually. So I think this is just something that is ignored a lot for filmmakers. And one of the biggest problems is that they wait till the movie's finished before starting this whole process. Especially now with how the film industry is, that has to start way before anything else. It has to start, I'd say, as soon as you can. Even when you have the idea, the script, you should already be starting that. You should really think about, if you're a director or producer, filmmaker, you're really building your brand. And every director that's pretty big has their brand. If you think about Christopher Nolan, that brand is very obvious in what tone he is and what type of movies. So you want to be building that from the start, and that's, I think, how you get a consistent career and more investments down the line and bigger budgets, which is what all filmmakers want. Because at the end of the day, they're not just investing in the film or the idea or the script, they're investing in you. They're investing in you, the team. And that's the most important, and that's what you got to build up. So what am I doing differently with not only Wildcard and Silver, but just in terms of the whole brand? Is things like this. I'm showcasing the behind the scenes, kind of what I'm doing, building it before I even have the film, and kind of showing everything on YouTube. So that's one. Then the other thing that I'm doing is building my newsletter. So I've been building that. We've already been growing, and that's, you can see that on my About section or in the link in the description. It's free. I share a newsletter, and all my updates are there, including film updates. So that's something that I'm building now, which is very early, because by the time one of these movies releases, it'll be 2026. So I hope to have a way bigger audience by then. So that's another thing that I'm doing. The other thing is I'm trying to showcase kind of what is really happening behind the scenes, and sharing, even with sales. I have a lot of videos on this, but sharing how film sales happen, what I do, and really showcasing everything and being transparent about it. Not just showing the end result, which is usually what gets put on social media. It's just like the movie, the trailer, kind of what you've already done, or the Q&A, but it's not, I don't see you building it. Like that to me is cool, and that's kind of why I start doing this, because I want to show the building process from literally day one. And then I'm obviously posting everywhere, like a lot of places, not everywhere, but I'm not on TikTok, for example. But I'm on YouTube, LinkedIn I have posts, quite a lot of posts. I'm on Threads, I'm on Instagram, and that seems very time consuming, and sometimes it is, but now that I've kind of worked out my system that it's not time consuming, so I'll do what I'm doing today, for example, is a content creation day. So I'm batching a bunch, I'm making a bunch of videos, and those videos will be cut into pieces for Instagram and things like that. And then the script for these videos will be either all or parts of it will be LinkedIn posts and Threads posts. So everything gets repurposed. So really, out of one content day, I'll get 3-4 weeks worth of content for all my platforms. That's not bad. So I'm really spending 1, maybe 2 days a month on all this content, which is what you want to do, because realistically my focus is on building two lands, film producing, and obviously wildcard and silver. So those things is what I'm focused on right now. So I want the majority of my energy going there, not the content. So I try to batch all this basically in a day or two. So this way, when the films are coming out and when they're ready, there will be an audience. There will be hopefully a very passionate audience that will see the film, that will spread the word on it. And that's kind of the goal with all of this. It's to really build this brand and kind of, help everything down the line to have a long-term plan, not just this next movie. And so that it grows exponentially. So this next movie will be here, X, whatever, and then the movie after that should be bigger and bigger, and that's, in my eyes, how you build not only bigger budgets, but a bigger audience. And this isn't about just, being an influencer or creating followers, because I don't think that's very useful. There's a bunch of influencers on all these platforms that I think if they made a movie, and we've seen this in the film sales side even, that their audience doesn't translate into buying the films because they're just influencers for whatever they are. Maybe they just take hot pictures or whatever it is. You know what I mean? They're not specific to their films. So we're not trying to be this big influencer just to be an influencer. We're trying to grow an audience and a brand that is about this, that is passionate about this. So it's not about the numbers, it's more about the type of audience that you create. And overall, this is more about longevity. I think, as things get more, more niche in terms of films, and how audiences get more spread out, because there's so many things that can take our attention now, that I think it's going to be way more important down the line, even now, but like as we go, it's going to be more and more important to kind of own your audience and have direct access to your audience. And I think that's going to be the future of filmmaking if you're not one of these huge studios with a bunch of money behind it. I think it's the only way to make indie filmmaking really not only relevant, but sustainable. So if you're, if you're a filmmaker, an actor, an investor, whatever, subscribe, follow along, and also, any questions, definitely put them in the comments. I answer pretty much all comments, and, hope to see you guys next week. I appreciate it.